What's up, guys? It's me, Nightmare7602 here with an important video. Well, not really. It's one of these live video things. So, what's today's title? You know what? I always thought of a title for these things. Let's see. I may have to cut it out for this one because due to time constraints, I'm gonna only limit myself to two things. So, this episode's going to be titled, Why I Got Level 7 Clearance, and Why We Think We Need Better Journalism. So let's start. So, what happened last night? Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. premiere. Okay, let's talk about it. Personal thoughts. I think I like the story considering the fact that it's not focused on the Avengers as much. There's no Nick Fury, which kind of bothers me since, he is the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. But it's understandable. You can't get Samuel L. Jackson sometimes. You can't get Samuel L. Jackson to do your work. So, show's done by Joss Whedon. Okay, right there, a red flag almost. But he's a really good guy. If you consider the fact that he'll kill probably a lot of the cast off before the second season. So, what did the first episode deal with? It dealt with pretty much... Okay, you got this one guy, Agent Ward. We don't know him. We know none of these people, pretty much. There's only one or two people from the Avengers movie, and that is obviously, spoiler alert, Agent Coulson, who thought was dead in the Avengers, but he wasn't. He only faked his death so that the Avengers could actually fight together. Understandable. So... they're dealing with a superhuman guy. Now, I love the storyline, but then I hate it. I hate it because this actually requires knowledge of the Iron Man 3 movie. Now, if you knew much about Extremis and all that, from the comics, I think you might want to watch Iron Man 3. It comes out today, I think, on DVD and Blu-ray. So watch that and then watch the first episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. There really isn't much explanation to it, but I love that they actually still keep the effects from the movie. I thought they were going to tone it down a bit. But that being said, having the first thing to deal with is Extremis is a good thing, but it's a bad thing. You're tying it to a really bad movie, but you made it better at least. You actually made it a little bit better. One thing I do have to like, though, is the opening. It's not like, here are the Avengers, and they're all standing here. It's like one of those videos you see, it's blurry picture of, it's like a blurry video of Iron Man flying. A blurry picture, maybe some stock footage of the movie, like Thor hitting one of the monsters, or hitting, the car. Stuff like that. Like Loki and all that. I like that. That was pretty cool. And then it said, let's go turn around next gear. Let's focus on the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is good. I love the Agents pretty much. So, what else can I say about the episode? Aside from the whole Extremis thing, Agent Coulson living, I kind of found it a stretch, considering that it kind of looked like he did pretty much get himself killed. But I understand why they brought him back. He's pretty much like a fan favorite of the series. He'll be fan favorite for a while until they either A, actually do kill him off, or B, he goes back to do Avengers Age of Ultron, and then probably get killed off by Ultron. So, what's next? What else happened? Tell you this much, the show is an hour long. It's an hour long show. But you're hooked every minute. That's what it is. I was really, really hooked to the episode. I was sitting in front of my television right here, just sitting there watching it, and I'm like, dude, I can't believe this is really cool. This is awesome. I think this will be a good step for Marvel. I mean, we don't really see anything Marvel-esque outside of Disney. I mean, what with Ultimate Spider-Man, Hulk, Agents of Smash. More on that in a later video. I haven't really watched much of it. And Avengers Assemble, which I'm just going to assume is just the same show, but just the re-edit drawing with the Avenger movie drawings, whatever. So basically, I can't rate the show yet. I have to give it the three episode watch. So right now, episode 1 looks good. The series is looking strong right now. Now there is one thing I should talk about though, is that DC. Oh yeah, DC. They have something to say right now about all this. They announced, oh, so Marvel has Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We got Gotham. You're like, oh hey, a Batman show, but it's not about Batman. Fuck you guys. I'm out. I'm out. I don't want to hear anything else. It's about Gordon and his adventures and like his origin story. We watched Batman Year One. I don't think I want to watch a show about Detective Gordon. I'm sorry, as much as I would like to, there's a slight problem with that. There's no supervillains. There's no supervillains for like him to like deal with. And even if he had to deal with him, Batman's gonna be like, oh, I'm already here and I'm gonna take care of it for you guys. Don't worry. So, what is it? It's like a prequel to everything, apparently, and it's supposed to be about Detective Gordon. Just one problem. It's a generic, I'm going to say generic, it's going to be a generic cop show. I'm sorry, but you're going to even though you will have the names, you really won't replicate the same effect. I understand what? Right now we only have one DC show, and that's Arrow. Season premiere, I believe. You know what? Let's check that right now. You know what? I'm right near my television. Let's check it right now. Arrow. Nope. It's still an old episode right now. So, there you go. Anyways, I really think that in the war between Marvel and DC, as Chris Hemsworth says, what war? Marvel's winning. Thank you, Thor, for pretty much pointing out the blatantly obvious. DC, you really haven't put much out. Aside from Man of Steel, which was good, and a sequel with Batman. Now, main problem with that is you almost turn people off from watching your movie by letting Justin Bieber do a Funny or Die prank sketch, having him hold a script and saying, "Hey, I'm Robin." We all know what we feel about Robin. We hate him. We hate Robin in our live action variations. But if you get the right person and you can do Robin right. Chris O'Donnell did not do well as Robin. I just saw him as a whiny teenage brat. Why can't I get my own car? Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? You're just jealous because Poison Ivy wants to see me. Just shut up, dude. What's the last movie you've been in? Epic? The little kid, the kid movie with like the slugs and all that? Yeah, I know. Speaking of like DC people who did like superhero movies and like random movies, I did not know that Brandon Ralph was in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. He's the vegan guy, so I'm like, that makes kind of sense and Superman's pretty strong. I'm like, oh, it's Superman. So Scott Pilgrim fought Superman and won. So there you go. Issues like solved. Yeah, but really, what is DC putting out aside from what World's Finest and like later in the years? You're probably gonna get overshadowed by Avengers. We'll see if you guys don't fuck it up and decide to put it out together, which you're gonna cause a giant war, and you're gonna be like, now, my little puppets, dance, my puppets. We are all your puppets, and we love it. We love the chaos. Anyways, so closing the book on level 7 clearance, and opening the book of We Need Better Journalism. Man, I can't speak today. You know, that's what happens when that's what happens when you have a pep rally today. Tomorrow's superhero day. I won't tell you what I'm dressing up as, but don't worry, I'm gonna be in my same clothing to do my next video. Anyways, so Remember how I always talk about, conventions and cosplayers always being mocked for being fat and all that? Well, no, I didn't make news. It'll be a long while before I make news over something I say in my videos. Mm. Really, our main problem is sadly here in my state of Florida. So what happened? Basically, there's this chick, Elia Cantanelli, kind of whatever what she wrote, kind of describes her last name as well. She's kind of a bitch. All right, but you're like, okay, Night Raider, stop talking about the person. Let's talk about the article. All right, here's the article. Okay, I didn't actually know about this con, but there's a certain con called PalmCon here in, I guess, Palm Beach County of Florida. So I read about it, and I'm like, oh, hey, I wonder what this person said about it. This is the most depressing con I've been to in my entire life. Legit, that's like the title of the thing. That's like the big text. You're like, really? Okay. Let's just read it on. Let's see what happens. What she talk about? So basically she goes on a tirade going like, not a tirade. She's like, well, it was kind of difficult because I had to fork over a lot of money because I had to pay for gas and then parking and then a measly $9 to get in. I mean, a good $10, which is hell. That's kind of a good price. I really wish I could have gone. I would have got. I paid good money for that. I paid good money for that shit. Anyways, so she decided. Not only was she going to say that she hated the convention, now, like I said, I always will say this in defense of her, kind of, that you're always entitled to your opinions. Okay, I understand. You didn't like the con so much. But what really irks me and like pretty much the rest of the entire like fan base of cosplayers is she basically just flat out insulted the cosplayers. So you know what? There we go. Cosplay video part 4. So rename how I got level 7 clearance plus cosplay. Well, whatever. I'm gonna keep the original title. I think the title will be fine. Anyways, so what happened? Basically, she had pictures posted, and she one of the pictures was like of the guy in the Green Ranger costume, and she goes, "People still care about Power Rangers?" Now, everybody's gonna be like, Night Raider, don't tell me you're gonna be on this for like 20 minutes about how Power Rangers is so good. Power Rangers is awesome. Okay, I admit it. I'll say that in one word. Now, you think she don't know. This chick don't know that this is the 20th anniversary. So I'm like, well, maybe if you look up your facts, this is the 20th anniversary. So whatever. So, okay, she just insulted like Power Rangers fans everywhere. So that's strike 1. Strike 2, slut shaming. Now, everybody who goes to cons know what I'm talking about. You see the girls dressed up as Nami or Robin or Boa Hancock. I kind of like that. Boa Hancock, she's kind of hot. Yeah, I love One Piece, whatever. Anyways, Boa Hancock and various other characters from anime. Some wear full body clothing, some don't. Some wear bikini top and pants. But then she's all like, this is just an excuse for women to wear clothing. Strike 2. You struck out with the women. Bitch, you are a woman yourself. You're a woman yourself. How in the fuck you go and just pretty much slut shame your own people? Your own gender like that, man? Okay, so she's all like, it's just an excuse just for women to dress up as sluts. Like, can we not go that route, please? I really don't want to talk about this video. I really wasn't going to talk about it. But then it got worse. So like she made fun of people who like really don't dress up. You know, like they come dressed up in like nerdy as clothing. Like, oh, let's say a Spider-Man shirt, or shirt with Spider-Man's face on it. She called them mall rat kids. Damn, that's harsh. And then then the last one is cutesy couple, which is a really cute picture of this girl and her boyfriend. Her boyfriend's wearing a Pikachu shirt and she's dressed up as Pikachu. It was super cute. Anyways, so after that post she made, the comments flooded in. Many really just going, "You are a bitch, you're stupid, you're a cunt, you're not a journalist, you're not a journalist, you're a poor excuse of a journalist, you suck, please die, everyone, love everyone." So she made a follow-up post. Normally, follow-up posts are normally go like this: "I'm sorry, I learned the error of my ways." This is how this chick put it. "I am sorry, I learned the error of my ways. As of right now, I am being fired." Not nerds, stupid nerds. You guys take things way too seriously. Oh my gosh, you're so stupid. Oh, and I commented when I said comic books, ew. Ew. Stupid accent getting in the way again. Ew. Almost meant as sarcasm. Oh, so that's supposed to make us feel better. Sarcasm. No, it's not going to make us feel better. It makes none of us feel better. Okay, so you got sarcasm. You got jokes. Okay, you got jokes. What else you got to say about this? Basically, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon, and I'm not sorry for what I said. Bitch, you hit strike 4. You out. You got the red card. You need to leave, like, now. This shit don't pass. See, it got even more. Excuse me, I'm like trying to adjust myself from my seat. It gets more outrageous. So, finally, editor-in-chief steps up. He's like, "Look, we're sorry. We hope nobody in our company gets eaten by zombies." Really? Really? You're not gonna say, we sincerely apologize for all the things that we have done to you. We will make an effort to promote the next PalmCon. You just had to make a joke out of it. You guys thought this was funny. Oh, hey, we got a bunch of nerds mad over a stupid convention. Low budget. And it happened to be for charity. It's a charity con for public schools. You really fucked up. You guys really fucked up. So, more outcry gets bigger demand. So, finally, now, let's see if, I guess I'm still filming. So while I'm doing this, so pay no attention to, try to pay, I'm gonna be like trying to freaking type in my Facebook right now so I can open up the link for you guys. So we'll open up the link and actually have it ready while this video is going to be published and uploaded up to the internet. So basically, let's see. What did they say? What did they say? I'm trying to get down to here. Yeah, you're loving this action, do you? You love the action of me just sitting here trying to. Here we go. Well, wait, hold on. So I'm gonna go on to the Florida SuperCon page. That's where I actually heard it first. First of all, I should say that William Catt, the greatest American hero, will be here. I'm excited! I'm excited. I really haven't seen The Great American Hero, but I'm really excited. So, let's see. I'm going to open up the first article. Previous comments. I'm pretty sure this is where here. So, yeah. Basically, this shit don't fly with us. So let's see if I can actually get the original article back. If I can just get this thing to work. So let's see. They did say that they took down the pictures for this. Stupid wine pop-up ad. What the fuck? Why is there a Viagra ad? No, I don't want Viagra. Fuck you guys. Okay, yeah. So they took it off. So I'm like, okay. They took it off, which is good. So we are gonna go on to I believe we're gonna go to the New Times Comic Con. Let's see if I can find it again. This is really okay. Here we go. Actually, we just got an update. Wonderful. 3 hours ago. Well, that was because I was still in school. So here's our update. I'm glad the new. Let's see. What does it say? Okay. That in addition to the posted apologies, the New York Palm Beach has removed all offending images of the cosplayer attending PalmCon. The blog post is still up without the photos, which is annoying, but the photos are down and an apology has been posted. I am glad that the New York Times has taken this seriously, and I feel that the author of this piece is a childish amateur, and I seriously hope she learns something from this experience. I think we as a community need to focus on the positives and celebrate who we are, and I would like to thank everyone for their support and assistance in this matter. So, that was from the Florida SuperCon page. That was pretty cool. I understand. So we actually got an apology? I'm gonna go and look to see if we actually have an apology. We won! People, we have won. We do not need to flood not PalmCon. Whoa, hell no. Wait, let's not give them hate mail. We've won. I just realized. Hold on. I want to see all that. We won. The author of the article is fired. Fuck you. Yes, we win. Cosplayers rule. So I was really worried for a sec, but really, I am really, really glad that they actually fired her. So, the comments section, the comment wars began. If you miss her reporting, yeah, I think. Okay, so when you report alien, they tells the reader and said they never can get fired. It's an asset, that's a liability. Okay. So we win. So she's fired. I am actually glad we won. And that's the power of the internet today. And really, I'm really running out of time here. So I'm gonna wrap this up. Basically, if you're going to write a report on a con, and if you don't like it, just put the little negatives out there and just be over with it. Don't go fucking around with the people. Don't go insulting people who work so hard for their costumes and their cosplay. You just had to insult them. You just had to be mean. Well, you know what? Getting mean and getting nasty will get you fired, people. So remember, if you're going to be a journalism one day, or a journalist, remember, never, ever insult the people. Because those people can get really mad and they can get you fired. So, I gotta stop right now. I gotta get ready to do this thing. So, Night Rider 7602, out. Thank you for joining me on this day.